My name is Liz Ogborn and I've come here today because I'm on the national coordinating team for prayer spaces in schools. And I was invited to come and tell a story and to give a workshop about prayer spaces in schools. And just to talk about the way that prayer spaces in schools connect churches and schools and help them to build really kingdom-shaped relationships. It gives a great opportunity for the church to serve and bless the local school. That's what I've come.
It was a great story, and it started with an apple tree, and of course it got us all thinking, got our attention. Where you started wasn't where you ended up, which is always a good sign of a good story. It was a great example of something that somebody gifted to their local community, and they had no idea how it was going to get used. And that was a real metaphor for a lot of what's gone on here today, hasn't it?
Yeah, it is actually. Just the fact that apple tree was given by that vicar as a leaving present, and could so easily just have been stuffed in the churchyard and forgotten about. But actually it was used by the church as they brought it into the heart of their worship and their prayer life, and used it to hang their prayers onto. It was used then in the school in a similar way for the children to hang their prayers on it, and it just connected the church and the school and gave a sense of unity in the community, and I think awakened the church to the fact that there are these children not half a mile from their school who are, need to know that God loves them, and to have that opportunity to spend time exploring prayer and exploring faith and encountering the God that created them, but on their own terms in a very safe and accessible way.
Well, I could tell everybody was encouraged by that as one of those 3 case studies this morning. In terms of your own experience from today, we're towards the end now. What's been your reflection? How have you found it? What have you got out of it?
I think I've been really inspired by all of the different expressions of church that have been shared today. I think I have to confess the fact, being a city girl, that I came here probably with some assumptions, and most of those have been blown away. What I have found is Christians living in rural contexts, seeking to love and serve their communities and doing it in a whole load of really incredibly creative ways. And it's blown me away, to be honest. So I've been really blessed by that, but also by just the individual conversations that I've had with people who clearly are wanting to make church relevant and credible, particularly in the life of their local school. And it's just been really encouraging to hear their questions and to realise that there's a lot of people out there on this journey of just trying to serve and bless a school, and that's just so encouraging.
And if that assumption gets challenged by people listening to this on a multiple scale, that's got to be a good thing, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Because local church, rural church is really exciting. There's a lot of good stuff going on. It's not dull and boring.
I think that's a stereotype that needs challenging. Us city dwellers tend to think that the city is where it happens, where it all happens, and where the culture is and where the innovation is. And actually today I've been totally challenged in that view, and I have witnessed and heard stories from just a range of expressions of church in its broadest sense. And that picture of small, elderly communities sitting in the 4 walls of a very ancient building is just going completely smashed. So it's great.